What up, what up, what up? It's Friday night. Another live stream. I think I've done one every night this week practically. How's everybody doing? Chops. Frank. The little B George. Mystery tackle box. $29.99 for this thing. I don't know why I had in my head that thing was $35, but it's only 29 bucks. 30 bucks really. I mean, a penny less. So when you compare 30 bucks versus 35 or 36, which is most of the competitors are priced at, that's actually a little better deal. So that's good to know. Hey, George. So we're going to crack open the Pro box. Professional box. They have a box above this one. I think they call it the Elite. And then they have a basic box. And I kind of like that middle size. Kind of like the Pro size. You know, one thing, maybe I typed before your stream started. You must have, Booster, because I just now see you for the first time. One thing that Lucky drives me crazy with, I've told this in other videos, I don't know why I'm getting off, because I'm doing an MTB box. But they have their top box. They say 14 lures or 12 lures. But it's just 6 lures times 2. They give you 2 of every lure. Whether it's 6 or 7 or whatever. And that used to just bug the heck out of me. I'm like, if you say you're giving me 14 quality premium lures, give me 14 different lures. I don't want 7 times 2. And I don't know if they still do that, because I got so fed up with that I canceled that one. But yeah, I've got several. I got several I'm still doing. I'm doing this one tonight. Tomorrow night we'll crack open the Champions Club. Sunday night on my long live stream where we're going to do the spin to win and all that. Dark Horse tackle. It just showed up today. I haven't opened it. I don't even know what's in there yet, but we'll do this one Sunday night. And oh, by the way, I'm changing the time of my Sunday night stream to 7 instead of 8. 7 Central, 8 Eastern. So it's an hour earlier this Sunday night. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind if you're interested. Then Monday night, your favorite. I got another one, so I'm going to have to crack it open and see what's in there. Jeez Louise. What can you do, man? I have canceled them. They're terrible. They just are. I'm sorry. It's not bad if it were free. So I'm going to give it away free to somebody, and somebody will probably be happy to have it. But mystery tackle box, only 30 bucks for the Pro box. So let's go ahead and crack it open. And then maybe we'll talk a little more after we go through the baits here. Matthew in the house, fishing preacher. What up, dude? Okay. I think Mystery does probably a better job on their little booklet than most of them. Believe it or not, if you actually open this and look at it, it does have some pretty good stuff in it. Probably a lot of guys don't look at it, but talking about lightning, that's a real deal, man. You need to take lightning seriously when you're fishing. 5 tips for bass fishing in tough conditions. Booster promoted the Wednesday podcast at Bass Boat Central. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Guys, you are not going to believe who we are having on our Wednesday night show. Not next week. We don't know who we got next week yet, but the week after, I cannot reveal his name, But holy moly. Once he's told us he's told us yes. He has told us absolutely yes. But we want to get closer to the date before we start talking about it, just in case something happens. I cannot say, the little bee. I cannot reveal. Bobber fishing, browns and bows, lure color selection 101. Don't leave home without these 3 lures. That would be a good video. That would actually be a good video. I ought to think about that. Create a video. Do not leave home without these 3 lures. That's a good video title. How to choose the right color ice fishing lure. I don't ice fish, but that might be interesting. When you should add a stinger hook. That's another good topic. 4 ways to be a better net man. See, they actually got good stuff in here if you actually open it up and look at it. Anyway. Bill Dance. Actually, Lear Home Inspection Services, you should be getting your box here any day. We had Bill Dance lined up a couple of weeks ago. Remember when we told you we got this amazing guest and then he fell through at the last minute? That was Bill Dance. So we haven't had any luck getting him back, but we were this close. We just about had him. So anyway. Does bobber color matter? Good question, Booster. Yeah, I like it. Does bobber color matter? I will tell you, absolutely it matters. The bobber needs to be bright enough that I can see it. Because there's some of those bobbers, I got to have, my eyesight isn't great anyway. I get the brightest, loudest bobber I can so I can see that thing. So that's the answer to that question. All right, sticker. MTB always has a sticker, and most of them are usually pretty good. What do you think about this one? Cool or lame? All right, and then they show you what's in the box. All of them do this pretty much with the price. That's good. What's inside? Gars bite bright bobbers. Well, luckily I don't have a lot of gars where I fish. Lame. Interesting. Say there's an interesting sticker. Well, look, let's face it. No matter what you think of that sticker, where to put it? This sticker. This one is way better, right? You got to admit. The Mr. Bass sticker, definitely better. Definitely better. But in any case, let's go ahead and take a look at the first lure in the box. Now, if you remember, I got another pet peeve when it comes to monthly subscription boxes, and that is, okay, I get it. If your box doesn't say they tailor it for your specific area, like Monster Bass says, hey, we give a South box, or we give a North box, or we give a Midwest box. Okay, that I hold to a higher standard, because if they're sending me Midwest lures, I should be able to fish this time of year. I don't think MTB does that, but all these boxes should give you, in the fall, lures you can use in the fall. In the summer, lures you can use in the summer. In the spring, lures you can use in the spring. Don't you agree? If you don't do that, don't even send me your box, because that's a total waste. So for a couple of weeks now, I've been talking about fall fishing. And what's fall fishing? There's a lot of different things you can do in the fall, but at least this lure makes sense. Small jerkbait, shad colored jerkbait. This is a Baker Lures JLD jerkbait, $10. The color is called silverback. This is the right lure for this time of year. Thank you, MTB, for at least putting a lure in I can fish right now. To me, that's really darn important. It just is. All right, so yeah, I think it's a pretty good jerkbait, the little B. All right, next up, this is another great lure for this time of year. The Bill Lewis SB57 Squarebill. Now, I will admit, I have a few of these, a few Bill Lewis Squarebills, but I've really never fished them. I usually gravitate back to my kind of tried and true Squarebills, but definitely think you definitely should throw Squarebills in the fall, this time of year. Definitely a great idea. And this lure, color is fine. It's got a black back, a little bit of a chartreuse lateral line, white belly. I would prefer one that's even wider, to tell you the truth, but this still is fine for fall fishing for me anyway. This color is actually called Sneaky Shad. And this is kind of like the 1.5 size. Definitely not a huge Squarebill, but good, decent Squarebill for sure. 3/8 of an ounce. The Bill Lewis SB57. Yeah, Frank, you're right. BBM did kill it this month. No question about that. Okay, so we've already got 2 hard baits in the box. That's one more than we had in the Heritage box, by the way. Okay. Here's another great lure for this time of year. Swim baits. These are the Savage Gear 3D paddle tail swim bait, 3D Baitfish swim bait. It comes pre-rigged with a hook in it, which is nice. The color on this is called Pearl. 3/8 of an ounce. Now, for some schooling shad, you know, early in the fall, anyway, when the shad start schooling, those shad in a lot of lakes are tiny, so these would probably be too big, actually. But they're still the right color, and I definitely would throw these in the fall for sure, because they are the right color. And quite frankly, swim baits work year-round. They're going to work in the fall. They're going to work in the winter time. Hey, Alan, how's it going, man? So definitely another solid, well-timed lure for sure. So that's 3 in a row that I think they got right, and I'm glad, because if you're going to spend $30 a month, at least get the baits right for the type month and that you're fishing. Okay, number 4. This one is a little different. In fact, this is the one bait in here that kind of was a head scratcher for me, kind of surprised me. I'd like to know how you guys might use this bait this time of year. The 13 Fishing Joystick Ultra Thin. Now, they make 2 of these. They make what they call just the joystick, and then they make the ultra thin joystick. This color is called Blueberry Yum Yum. That's an excellent color name, by the way. Blueberry Yum Yum. These are 4.5 inches long. They're not very big. They're super finessey. And their claim to fame is they have this rabbit ear tail. And I will show you what that looks like if you've never seen it before. All right, Booster says he would wacky rig it. Frank says he would shaky head it. George, since you mentioned it, Mr. Bass received my box from Hendrix and had the same stuff. you got, except no neck gator. Haha! You didn't get the neck gator. Interesting. All right. Here it is. Super, super finessey. The way I would fish this is on a drop shot. That'd be my first choice. Maybe a shaky head or a Ned rig, Ned head. But this is super, super finessey. They call this, what was that yum yum color? Raspberry, blueberry yum yum. To me, this just looks like, if you want to know what the real color is, this is June bug. this is June bug, which is a great color. Definitely a great color. So if you've got to slow down this time of year, this is going to be a super, super finessey. Man, if fishing is super hard, super tough for you, this little guy you may want to throw. Split shot as well, like a Mojo rig or something like that might be a way to fish this also. I have never, ever fished with this worm. Have any of you guys fished with it before? Anyway, generally speaking, I have no problem with 13 fishing lures. Great on a wobblehead, man. I don't know how I could see it on a wobblehead. It's just so darn skinny. I don't know. Yeah, you'd have to have some sort of a ultra finesse wobblehead. But the Mojo rig might be a really good way to fish that. Okay, there's only one more thing and then some terminal tackle here. Next up, if you're talking Catchco, if you're talking mystery tackle box, gotta have a Googan bait, right? Absolutely. Got to have a Googan bait. This is the swim jig. They call their swim jig the Grass Hero. This is a 1/4 ounce. And I think this color is awesome. It's just called bluegill. I think I you know, love them or hate them, the Googan baits often look great. And I think their jigs in particular really look good. And I'm a big, big fan of this color. Now, you guys know that watching a regular basis, more and more we keep hearing our pros saying, yeah, color doesn't matter that much. Color is for the fisherman. Well, this color has hooked me. It has definitely hooked me. I think it's beautiful. And you know, there are not a lot of bluegill skirt colors that put white in their skirt. There are a couple others out there that will put a strand or two of white in their bluegill colored skirt. I like having a strand or two of white in my bluegill color. So for me, I like this quite a bit. The only thing I kind of scratch my head on is, what do you think of this? It looks white because they put the strands all together. It's technically clear, but when you put them together, they look white. What do you think of a white weed guard on a jig? Any jig. Here's another thing I love about Googan, and I don't know why more companies don't do it. You may not be able to see it. They always print the weight right on the head. See that 1/4? I love that. Now, other companies have started doing this, but come on, think about the angler. It is so nice to break out a bait. Now, okay, I can tell it's not a 3/4 ounce, right? And you can tell it's probably smaller than a half. It's not a half. But once you get below that half line, what exactly is it? Is it 3/8? Is it a 1/4? It's just nice to have it printed on there for you, and you know. Yeah, you're right, Herb. It might look completely different under the water. It might not matter. I don't know. You don't see many weed guards that are basically clear. You put one strand here by itself and it's pretty darn clear. I don't know if you can see that, but you put a bunch of them together and they're looks white. So that's the Googan Squad Grass Hero Swim Jig. I think that's a great bait, and I've actually got a few of these, and I've got them tied on, and gonna go fish with them. Ha! All right, you were on to the next pet peeve, Alan, and unfortunately, gotta be real here. Spearpoint EWG Hooks, a 2-pack. They got a 3-aught in here and a 4-aught, I believe. Yeah, a 2-pack. Okay, they have this complete. They have this made specifically for their box, I'm sure. But, dude, come on. Couldn't you give me more than 2 hooks? That's my only complaint with this box this month. I think it's a fine box. I could fish with everything in this box. I think it was well thought out. Definitely for this time of year. I think it's great. I added up the total value of the box. It's $40.75. And the box costs $29.99. So you're saving about $10 this month on the box. Sean caught some on a swim jig today. Yeah, sample pack. Well, I think the way they get around the sample pack idea is they say, see, we may have this made. It says it's a 2-pack. It's specifically made that way. One thing is annoying is sample packs. You know I hate sample packs. And there was actually one I did the other day that I forgot to mention. Had almost all the soft plastics in it were sample packs, and I was going to tell you guys that, but I forgot. And they're getting sneaky. They're doing things like normally it comes in an 8-pack. They're putting 7 in. So it looks almost as big as an 8-pack. You wouldn't even notice. It still looks like a full pack. It's not until you go back and you're looking, you're like, holy cow, they gypped me one worm or one whatever it was, one grub or whatever. So, kick your bass. How does it stack up against monster bass in your opinion? I think they're pretty equal this month. Now I don't get the monster bass box, so I don't know. I don't know how that compares to this bass box, but their multi-species box, which I did yesterday, I was really happy with this month. Generally speaking, though, I kind of lean a little more towards the MTBs just because, well, if you want to know some of the beefs that I've had with some of those monster bass boxes, not everyone, obviously, because this last one I thought was great. Go ask Steve Chapman, he'll tell you. But saves 12.5% over the 10,000 boxes. Yeah, over time it does add up. I mean, it really does. Now, if you've never tried the MTB box and you want to try it, you can go over to their website, put in my code Mr. Bass, and you will get your first box for $10. Another thing MTB or Catchco is doing right now over at the Carl's Club is they've got Member Appreciation Week this week. They're giving away tons of deals. Every $50 you spend over there, you get $10 off. And I asked them, they said there's no limit on that $10 off deal. So you could spend $50 10 times and get $10 off. You get $100 off. So if you sign up for Carl's Club, you get 30% off anyway. And then if you spend $50, you're going to get an extra $10. And they're also giving away free gifts right now if you buy something over there on their website. you will get a free gift. And they're also doing things like they got a scavenger hunt thing going on right now where they give you clues. You go try to find the bait. If you figure out the right bait, then they give you a discount on that bait. I did that and bought a couple of them. That was kind of fun. So, anywho, they've got a lot of good stuff going on over at Carl's Club this week. I think it ends on the 18th. What's the date today? 15th. I think it ends on the 18th. So, if you want to go take advantage of that $10, that's $10 on $50. That's 20%. And if you're getting 30% off already, dude, that's a big deal. So, anywho, for what it's worth, that's what's going on. All right. Thought I'd just remind you. All right, tomorrow night when I do the Champions Club box unboxing, after I do the unboxing, I'm going to have Matthew back on the channel, and he's going to show us some of his new swim baits. If you guys remember, I had him on, was it a week ago or 2 weeks ago? He's already got a bunch more new ones in the mail. So he's going to hop on here tomorrow night after the Champions Club, and we're gonna go through his new swim baits, which should be fun. That's going to be at 6:30 again tomorrow night, and then that's Saturday night. Then Sunday night we'll do the spin to win right here. You will have a chance to win Sunday night, and I'm going to unbox the Dark Horse tackle Sunday night. Monday night, I'm doing the Lucky Tackle box, and here's another thing I got. I got a big order from Tackle Warehouse, and I got this thing a month ago, probably, and I have not touched it. And the reason I haven't is I've been wanting to do an unboxing video, and I've never gotten around to it. And that's why I don't open it, because if I take everything out, then I'll never make the video. But I got a massive box from Tackle Warehouse, and then I have a small box from the Hookup Tackle. I'm going to put all that together, and I'm going to do a live massive unboxing video next week. And that should be fun, because I got a lot of cool stuff, and we can spend as long as we need to sit around and talk about that stuff. So, and then Wednesday night, we got the Get Your Fish On, Mr. Bass Get Your Fish On show. We are talking to several cool guests, and I'm confident we'll have a good one lined up by Wednesday. We'll let you know ahead of time who that is when we know. And look, Matthew just got a Daiwa swim bait rod. Then we'll just carry on with whatever else I got. That's really all I got tonight. I'm going to go fishing tomorrow with my buddy Joe. Hope you guys have a great night, and hope to see you tomorrow night for the Champions Club and the Matthew swim baits. And don't forget, Sunday night, 7 o'clock, not 8. I'm moving it up. I'm moving it up an hour. So 7 p.m. Sunday night for the big show. Yeah, Matthew must have oil money. That dude is buying swim baits and swim bait rods, and he's going to have a collection that Howard Hughes would be jealous of. Good night, guys. Good night, Breacher. Thanks, everybody, for hopping on, and have a great night, and we will see you next time. See you tomorrow night, 6:30.